Welcome to Game 2 of this best of 3. We are in the quarterfinals of the Go4SC2 StarCraft II Sunday Cup, and spawning in the 1 o'clock position on Dusk Towers, representing my insanity, it's Reynor. His opponent, representing Menace, spawning in the 7 o'clock position as the red Zerg player, currently up 1 game after that successful counter-attack in game number 1. The gold base not paying off for Reynor there. Ladies and gents, it's ZhuGeLiang. And this time around, looks like we're going to have hatches for both players, starting things off. Little bit more chilled out this time around. Also just about had time to tweet out the matchup. Haven't always had time between games so far, but if you have a spare moment, it's on twitter.com/Jarosar. Let people know the match is starting now, and we have mirror builds so far from both of these guys. Hatch first, got that gas, got that cool. I guess a slightly earlier gas from Reynor. So we'll see if he uses that to produce any additional tech earlier on. I mean, aside from a slightly earlier speed, I can't read too much into this at the mo. So we will just primarily wait and see. Takes a little bit longer for Overlords to get into a decent position on this particular map. It is just a little bit of a longer rush distance. So what do you guys think is going to be happening here? Any predictions? Feel free to chuck them out in chat. I'm going to be looking at that during the game. And hello to all the guys as well that, basically, I saw you guys, I swear, years ago. It's good to see you in 2016. Good to see everyone still around. Good to see we're not all still getting too old to watch this stuff anymore. You're never too old to watch games. I think the world's waking up to that now. We have the Roach Warren coming down from ZhuGeLiang. Potential for another attack similar to what we saw in game number 1. That was a counter-attack then. Is it going to be an initiation this game around? Except this time Reynor hasn't gone for a risky gold base in the middle of the map. This time Reynor is going for his Zergling speed, so he'll be able potentially to surround roaches early on. The rush distance is also significantly larger, and neither player has a third base. So, I feel like Reynor's in an okay position. Not terribly concerned for his welfare at this present moment. Just the one link, checking out third hatcheries, and Reynor here you can see with an Overlord doing much the same thing. And there are the roaches as expected. Should be seeing an influx very shortly. You don't build 5 for no reason if you don't see anything coming your way, so ZhuGeLiang is going to be taking the initiative here in game number 2. And of course if he wins this, he's into the semi-finals. Reynor on the other hand has to win this game just to bring it back to level pegging. So things looking reasonably chill so far. Reynor is going to be going for his third, as is ZhuGeLiang, more or less at exactly the same time. A queen will be able to shoo away this Overlord, actually coming pretty close to killing it as well, but I think it should just about escape off the edge of the map in time. It's a pretty bad fire going on down there. You probably don't want to approach that right now. And the Overlord escapes with 38 hit points. Cool. Lots of links coming out from both sides, but even more from Reynor, potentially in response to these roaches. Have they been seen yet? If they haven't been seen before, they certainly have been now. Let's take a look at the numbers of units that are out on the map. Worker count, by the way, 32 to 27 in favor of Reynor right now. We actually have these speedlings moving at an almost, and basically just passing the roaches here. I wonder if he's going to be able to pick off reinforcements. He will, but there are reinforcement lings coming to supplement this push. ZhuGeLiang is not turning around with these roaches. He needs this to hit as hard as he can, as quickly as he can. And he's getting a single Ravager to try and dictate where the units are going to be positioned as he moves into the third base location of Reynor here. Army supplies currently 42 to 28 in favor of ZhuGeLiang. Moving straight up to attack the queens, picking off the one with the most energy first to prevent transfuses elsewhere. There is a spine crawler right there, though. Ling on Ling battle being narrowly won by Reynor down here, and 2 queens are going to get picked off. The spine crawler basically still at full health, and there are still 2 queens available. The spine gets killed off as well, and now the only reinforcements from ZhuGeLiang are going to be Zerglings. Reynor will be able to hold this. What has he lost? Well, Let's take a look at what they've got left. 32 to 27 workers in favor of Reynor. Army supplies are more or less even right now. We don't see a counterattack at any base. We just have Ling on Ling in the middle of the map. It looks like this game's going to stabilize. Number of queens, 3 versus 3. So we have Roach Tech versus non-Roach Tech, but Reynor is coming out with more Lings. It looks like he wants to be aggressive off the back of this, saying, hey, I've killed off your Roaches. Let's see what I can do on the counter right now. So he has suddenly moved up to 26 versus 16 in the army supply, and crucially, he's got +1 attack on his Zerglings, now finished and ready to go. And wow, actually he kills off the opponent's Zerglings so quickly indeed. The Queen goes down at the third base, and that will be enough. Reynor, with the counterattack this time, using +1 on the Zerglings to great effect there, ties up the series 1-all, and we go all the way to a game number 3 here in the quarterfinals of the Go4SC2 Cup.